Hello and welcome to the Pastor's Studies. We've been looking at David's decision to go down to the Philistines, and it leads to some other things. It leads to him almost going into battle, but when they send him back home, David returns to his family. But when he gets back to the place that they're living, he finds that they're all gone. All of the women, all of the children, all of the possessions, everything is gone. And at that moment, those that had been with David, those that had encouraged David and supported him, they are not so excited with David. They're not so thrilled with what he's doing and what's going on. And, David has to go to God. And David needs to know, what is he to do? And God tells David that he is to rescue his family. And so they begin this very difficult, challenging journey. There's some 600 men who are with David, and they go off to find those that might have captured the family. And they go so far, and they get to a point where they become extremely exhausted. And they divide. 200 men stay on there in that location, and the balance of the men go after the children and women and their possessions. And again, we have to remember that God is directing and leading in all of this. And I'm sure that the 200 men, as exhausted as they were, prayed to God for his intervention to rescue their families. They certainly had a concern for their well-being and for the care. And David goes and captures all of the women, children, animals, cattle, sheep, everything. All of them are rescued. And those that had taken them away, the Amalekites, are destroyed. And so they come back home. And the men who had gone the final leg of the journey, they thought that they should be entitled to all the extras, to all the extra spoils, because after all, they went into battle and others stayed behind. And David wisely says, no, everyone will share. You see, sometimes we see people up front in a position of ministry, and we think they're the ones doing it all. When many times behind the scenes are people praying, supporting, upholding before the Lord. In one day, I'm sure, God will divide between all the laborers, whether they were the upfront people or behind the scene people, the rewards that are due, because we share life in ministry. And give praise to God for what he has allowed you to be a part of. Till next time, goodbye, and may God bless.